Hello. Hi everyone. You're really welcome to this webinar organized by WeUni in partnership with the University of Bergamo. I'm Carolina, nice to meet you all, and I'll be your host for today's event on behalf of WeUni. And today we are here with some members from the University of Bergamo that will tell you more about the assistant to the student. So you will learn something more about the housing, the visas, the arrival orientation, also the mentoring, the language support, the community life. So all you need to know about what it means to study in Italy, but also specifically what it means to study at the University of Bergamo. Of course, you also learn something more about the educational offer, all the courses that the University of Bergamo has. And also you can do all the questions that you want. You can request some more information. You can ask some information also about the accessibility, the deadlines, and the applications, and something more. Talking about that, I'd like to remind you that after the presentation of the panelists, we will switch to a Q&A session. So you can type your questions here in the box, and we will go through them at the end of the webinar. So I'd like to introduce you to the speakers that we have here today. We are here with Elena Gotti. She is responsible for the International Students Office. And also we have here from the International Student Office, Luisa Bonicelli. And also we have with us two students, actually, Anastasia and Xhulio, that will tell us something more about their personal experience, their testimonials, and what it really means from the inside to study at the University of Bergamo. Okay, so I think that without further ado, I can now leave the floor to our kind panelists. So enjoy this webinar and see you later. Thank you so much, Luisa and Elena, the floor is yours.
Sorry for delay. I tried to share. Excuse me, I try to share the presentation.
Yes, thank you.
I'm sorry, I can't share my slides, but I try to speak and I hope that I will be clear. So thank you very much for joining this webinar. Today we are here in order to talk about the University of Bergamo. That is a university that is in the heart of Europe. In fact, we are at the center of Europe, and of course we are in Italy, and we are in Lombardy, more especially in Lombardy. That is one of the most active and exciting region in Italy, and it's one of the four motors of Europe. Bergamo is a people-oriented city with very efficient airport, BGY. You can find it as BGY in the local destination, and this is one of the most appreciated aspects of our university and of our city by all students or international students. In fact, this airport allows you to explore Europe. Bergamo is also a peculiar territory in Italy and Europe. In fact, it connects very strictly the heritage because we have many beautiful natural and architectural and historical heritages things, but also it is very well known for its innovation, market labor, and innovation enterprises. In fact, in Lombardy, especially in Bergamo, we have many big, small, big and medium enterprises that offers many of chances to our students to make internship and then to be hired and to work in a very innovative environment. And we can live and enjoy all these opportunities in a natural environment that allows us to live and work in a very good and a very in a fantastic way and a fantastic environment. As I told you before, we are one of the some numbers about UniBg today. Today our offer is split in 8 departments. And these departments are law, engineering and applied sciences, management, information and production engineering. Of course, the two of these are the more linked to the enterprises of our contest. Letters, philosophy and communication, foreign languages, literatures and cultures, economics, management, and human and social sciences. The life in UniBg is split between didactics and research, and we have 8 research centers that explore many of the different fields of or many of the topics that are studied also into the departments. We are a medium-sized university. In fact, we have 20,000 students in the academic year 2025-2024, and we are very, very happy that 7 out of 100 of this number are international students. And we are international also thanks to our faculty. In fact, 10 out of 100 teachers are international. That is to say, that comes from different countries and has different citizenships. And this is a very good way to offer to our students an international environment and many English taught courses. We have some thematic points about the research and about the developing of our educational offer, and these are longevity, health and well-being, sustainability, inclusion and local development, innovative learning, public policies and services, young and family enterprises, manufacturing, digital transformation and artificial intelligence, transport and mobility, tourism and culture, philosophy and communication, and humanities. Our educational offer is divided in bachelor degree programs, master degree programs, single cycle degree programs, and of course PhD programs. And we now offer 19 bachelor degree programs, 29 master degree programs, and 14 out of them are totally taught in English. 2 single cycle degree programs taught in Italian, and 10 PhD programs. 2 out of them are taught in English. About our educational offer, I invite you to visit our website www.unibg.it/en, and you can find the updated in educational offer. And also, you can find all our PhD programs. In this moment, we are, as Luisa will tell you later, we are ongoing. It's ongoing the recruitment process for the master degree taught in English. And during the next month, until the summer, we'll have the ongoing of the recruitment to the enrollment to the Italian taught bachelor and master degree. Instead, in June, we will open the call for our PhD programs. So if you're interested, keep tuned. We'll give you more information later. As I told you before, we want to offer to our students a very international environment. And this is the reason why we want to be known by all you and all the international students, and we offer the international faculty, but also we try to increase the international aspects of our university also through a wide and spread offer of international mobility programs. In fact, we have more than 200 Erasmus Plus agreements that enable our students to move through Europe, and more than 60 extra European agreements in order to improve and enhance all the extra European mobilities. And we have a connection with USA, Brazil, Argentina, China, Japan, Korea, India, Vietnam. So we are very in Africa. We have agreements through all the continents. In fact, each year we can support and we promote international mobilities, and each year we have around 750 students outgoing and exploring all the world through short-term, long-term, and internship mobilities, and we host around 300 incoming students from all over the world. Another aspect that is very important and very distinguished for our university is the number of double degree programs. In fact, in this moment, we have 17 double degree programs, all at the 16 at the master degree level. And we have a 10 double degree program in the Department of Foreign Languages and Social Sciences, 2 double degree programs in the area of engineering, 3 double degree programs in the area of economics and management, and 2 double degree programs in the humanities area. But this is a number that is going to increase year on year. So we are working on new project, and probably starting from 2026-2027 academic year, we will offer around more than 20 double degrees program. An aspect that enable us to offer a completely international environment is the fact that starting from 2025, we are official part of a European University Alliance, that is Bauhaus for EU, and that is an alliance that was established in 2025, and our partner are the Bauhaus University of Weimar, Blekinge Technische Hochschule, University of Economics in Katowice, the University of Architecture, Civil Engineering and Geodesy in Sofia, University of Macedonia in Thessalonica, University of Polis in Albania, Tirana, l'Université de Picardie Jules Verne et l'Université Lumière Lyon 2 en France, and the Istituto Politecnico di Castelobranco in Portugal. We are very proud to be part of this alliance, firstly because we were selected by the European Union for this innovative project, and also because we trust that through this alliance we'll offer a wider and wider range of opportunities to all our students in terms of short-term and long-term mobilities, but also virtual mobilities. And one of our goals is to offer in the University of Bergamo the first European degree. That is a very innovative thing. In fact, through this title, you can work wherever in Europe, and this is a title that is valid in all the countries that I told before. So France, Portugal, Germany, Greece, Albania, of course, and in Poland and Romania. In Bulgaria, sorry. Last few words. what sets us apart as a university, and I would like to leave you with this message. First of all, the quality of education. As I told you before, we have invested a lot in the quality and the quantity of course and paths, international path. The networking with major companies, at the local, but also at the international level, a wide range of international perspective and opportunities, a dynamic campus life facilities, as probably Luisa and Anastasia and Xhulio will tell you after me, and a safe, vibrant, and affordable city. And I think that is one of the most important aspects. So thank you very much for your attention. And now I leave the floor to Luisa.
Hello, my name is Luisa. I work in the International Office of the University of Bergamo. I'm pleased to share with you some useful information related to the enrollment process and the services offered by the University of Bergamo for the academic year 2026-2027. First of all, I want to talk about the online pre-evaluation that is about to end, but it is important because one of the main advantages of the pre-evaluation process is that students will know by the end of April whether they are eligible for the master program they have selected. This allows them to apply for a visa at the relevant embassy in good time, because you know that asking for a visa can require very, very long time. Students who choose not to take part in the online pre-evaluation will still be able to pre-enroll later, but they will receive confirmation of their eligibility at a later stage. The official deadlines for the pre-enrollment and enrollment will be published on our website as soon as they become available. Now we are in the second and last admission call that applies to master's degree courses with both open and limited access. Application can be submitted until the end of this month, and online interview will be held in March and April 2026, with final results communicated by the end of April 2026. How to apply to participate in the pre-evaluation? Candidates must pay a 30 euros fee. Once payment has been completed, they may apply for 2 different master's degree programs. Detailed instructions are available on our website. After accessing the page, simply click on how to apply, and you'll find all the rules and the informations. Anyway, the process consists of 3 steps. The first is to register on our website. There is a step-by-step guide available. You have to pay then the 30 euro pre-enrollment fee and submit your online pre-evaluation application via the Dream Apply system, where you may file up to 2 applications. Note that a separate registration is required in Dream Apply. So the registration in the website of the university is not enough. You have to register also in the Dream Apply system. You will have to upload these 5 mandatory documents, and missing one or any of these documents may result in the application being rejected. So you have to upload a copy of the bachelor's degree, a copy of the official academic transcript or the diploma supplement of your degree, an English language certificate. But if you not have it, you will need to pre-enroll at a later stage. And if your bachelor's degree was fully taught in English, you may submit a medium of instruction certificate instead. The copy of your valid passport, of course, and the major area form that is on our website that has to be fully completed, and it is available at the link that you can find in the website. Then I want to tell you something about scholarship and residencies and taxes. The University of Bergamo supports students through scholarships, international mobility contribution, and graduations awards. In addition, the University of Bergamo helps students with the residence service. The university has 200 places available in 4 university residences located in Bergamo, Upper City and Lower City, and in Dalmine, that is a city near Bergamo, where is located the School of Engineering. The competition announcement for both scholarship and residence is published every year in July. And with the same application, you can apply for scholarship and for residencies as well. You can find detailed opening ranking on the website. If you want, you can take a look at the competition related to the current academic year, just to have an idea of how the service works. All the application has to be made online, but for specific other information, you can contact directly Ufficio Diritto Studio, which is in charge of this process. And students who cannot be granted a place in the university residencies can find other solutions with the help of the accommodation service. Freshman students who are scholarship beneficiaries don't have to pay tuition fees except from this amount. 52 euro, the 30 euro that you paid or that you are about to pay for the pre-enrollment. The 52 euros, that is a per-enrollment fee, it cannot be reimbursed in any case. And then the registration fee, that is about 150. Something is changing in the rule, and it can be up to 130 or 160 or 190, depending on your family income. The detail has not been finalized and is currently being determined. Anyway, you must wait for the publication of the next year tax regulation. Anyway, once enrolled, the students who get scholarship don't have to pay any fee during the academic year, but they have to confirm scholarship during the first year within the 10th of August by passing the number of credits that are indicated in the scholarship call. So please take your time, read carefully and check the competition call once it will be published, both in Italian and English version, of course. And so to be sure that you can do everything in the correct way. As I said before, all the documents related to the new academic year will be published next July. Something more about taxes. I wanted to tell you something more. The amount of whole contribution is based, if a student does not receive the scholarship, has to pay taxes. The amount of the whole contribution, we have 1 or 2 installment of fee in February and in May, is based on tax paying range according to ISEU Parificato. It is a document, and according to full-time of part-time attendance. In order to get the scholarship or a tuition fee reduction, the students have to submit to a CAF, that is a tax assistance center, chosen every year by the university, the appropriate documentation issued by the competent authorities of the country in which the income is produced and translated into Italian. Any information about this center and the required documents will be indicated in the scholarship and tuition fees rulemant next month of June or July. But now I just want to stress this point. If you don't get scholarship, if you are not eligible, then you're not exempt from paying fees, no matter how low is your income. In fact, despite of a very low income, foreign students who don't get scholarship have to pay the regional tax, that is 130 or 60 or 90, depending on the income, at the beginning of the academic year, and an installment of at least 200 euros in February. Maybe, depending on the income, no fee in May, but for sure the fee of February of 200 euros. Something about the services of the university are the canteens. We have 3 canteens. One is in the main building of the economics campus in the lower part of the town. The second is in the upper town near the humanities campus. And the third is in Dalmine, that is 7-8 kilometers far from Bergamo, where is located the School of Engineering. The service is provided at all locations with self-service system for 1-dish meals or full meals with discounts applied based on the income bracket to which the students belong. And other services that are useful for students are students' office, the IT and language laboratories, the press center, Sport University Center that is located in Dalmine, study rooms, libraries, and free Italian courses for foreign students. Now I can leave the floor to Anastasia, who will detail more.
Hello, everyone. Thank you. I will talk indeed to you about some services at university, which my colleague briefly mentioned before. Let me introduce myself. I'm Anastasia. I'm an international student at University of Bergamo, and currently I at my second year of my master's degree of the faculty of language faculty. But I will tell you that I started my journey here as a bachelor student. So basically, I'm here for quite a lot of years. So I think I figured out a little bit the practical side of things at the university, and I will share with you some of them, like everything which I remember. So let's start with the arrival. I just wanted to tell you probably some of you already know this, that there is international students section on the site, and I highly recommend you to read carefully all the information you find there about admission, enrollment, about contacts, like in case you have some questions or doubts, you can always contact our international student office or by opening a ticket. Also, international department, like international department for, sorry, the Department for International Students organizes quite often welcome days. I know that some are coming even this semester, but you can participate when you come next academic year. Just keep an eye on this, because these welcome days are very important, and you can find some information you don't even know that you need to know this. So please keep a look on welcome days. And yes, I wanted to tell you about the existence of accommodation service. It's an official university channel to find a housing. And me, myself, during my bachelor's degree, I used to share a room with international students. I was living nearby economics department, nearby Cagnana. And it was an amazing experience, which contributed to my growth at University of Bergamo. You can also find accommodation by yourself. But for example, for me, I felt more at ease doing it for accommodation service, because they already know all documents international students need. Very often they also have proposal for housing not far away from campuses, so like they're more suited for international students. But in case you will search an apartment by yourself, please check how far away it is from your campus, because I met some students who didn't understood quite well how far away they were from their university campus, because as my previous colleague told, we have different campuses and they're quite far away one from another, because we have upper town and we have
Okay, maybe we have lost Anastasia for a moment. I don't know if the other panelists of the webinar still hear me, but I think that maybe, okay, great, thank you, Xhulio. I don't know if maybe we can switch to the Xhulio presentation testimonial, so that maybe Anastasia later we can join.
Yes, sure.
Thank you.
I can share my screen a little bit so you can
Yes,
see.
I think you can do it even if the screen of Anastasia is still ongoing because you should do the presentation at the same time. Yeah, she disconnected, so I think she had some
Let me
trouble.
share. Okay. Okay, can you see my screen right now?
Not yet.
Okay. I'm trying to. Now, yes, I think it's a bit messy.
No, I just see your. Oh, yeah, maybe it's now it's loading. Oh, yes. Okay, now I can
Now
see
you can
it.
see.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm going to try quickly to share my experience as a student here. Hello, my name is Xhulio, and I am an international student doing my master's in University of Bergamo. This was like my first day in University of Bergamo. You expect to see a street like this, which is in Bergamo. And then I'm going to talk about the studying experience at university because I arrived as an Erasmus student. I arrived one day before starting the classes, so this is what you expect to see at the classes at University of Bergamo. We have practical exercises and also um, exercises that requires the help of a tutor. For example, this guy here was the academic tutor, and this teacher here was a teacher that is a visiting professor. So she is French, and she was in Italy to assist us. So this is a very positive aspect of the University of Bergamo. This is how you expect to see how it's an Italian class is. This is on break. And this was our language teacher. So University of Bergamo offers a language teaching program, teaching Italian, Lingua Italiana per Stranieri, which is teaching Italian as a foreigner, which is really useful and is totally free for the students of University of Bergamo. On the next slide, I will share with you about the city because you know that I know that you are also interested in how is the city and what activities you can do. The city is very beautiful, is very touristy, and is very well connected with transportational means. And also there are a lot of activities for students. Here are some of my pictures that I took with my international friends because as we mentioned, we have a lot of international students from all over the world, from Brazil, from China, from Japan, from Egypt, Morocco, all countries from Europe. So it's a pretty international environment, and I think that you will make a lot of friends. And also, as we mentioned, Bergamo is really close to it's really close to the airport and also to other small cities or also Milan. So you can also take a visit in the cities nearby. And for people who are also into hiking or forest or kind of nature scenery, Lombardy region is very rich in this kind of offering of people who are in love with nature. So it's a very beautiful nature. And I know that as a student, you still have to do the exams. I'm going to explain really quick how exams works. For example, for my degree, I'm studying international management and marketing. So depends on the classes. Some classes offers you the opportunity to participate actively during the course. So in the end, you have to do a presentation and you don't have to take an exam, let's say. For example, this photo right here is when we presented in the let's say the subject of new business venturing. This was the teacher, and she also helped us with some tutors, like these people right here, these gentlemen and this lady. They were real business owners or managers who helped us to develop our business idea, which is really nice in terms of practical thinking and practical help. So we got a certificate for our project. And also this one is another professor. In the end of the course, we got a drink together. So which is really nice to think that as international students together with the professors, you can have a nice collaboration, a nice experience. So yeah, this was my experience at University of Bergamo. I mean, it is still because I am now enrolled as an international student, but this made me think to this kind of experience pushed me to register as a full-time student here. I know that a lot of you have some questions about how you can apply. The process is really easy. You have to go to Dream Apply and you have to read the instructions. And I think I saw a question about how can I get a proposal by the professor, because when you apply, I think that you saw that you need proposal by your current professor or your old professor. It doesn't mean that the professor should be the exact professor of the degree that you want to enroll in. It could be also a professor from your past. Maybe it could have been language professor. For me, for example, I did another Erasmus before I came to Bergamo, and I asked one of my Erasmus professors to give me referral that is needed for University of Bergamo. I think that if you need help, you can just write to the staff of University of Bergamo and you will get a response really quickly. So yeah, this was my experience, and I hope you guys have the same experience when you come here, or even better. It will be very great. And thank you. I leave the floor to Anastasia with her presentation, and I'm so sorry that she had her issues with the internet. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Xhulio. Anastasia, if you can share your screen again, or if you want just to talk, the floor is yours now.
Yes, of course. Thank you so much, and thank you, Lord, to my colleague who saved the day and started his presentation before. So sorry, guys, I had a connection problem with the part of university canteens, which are located in all campuses.
Maybe Anastasia, sorry for interrupting.
Between the lessons.
Sorry for interrupting.
Yes.
Maybe you can switch off your camera, because I think that your connection could be slow. So maybe if you switch off your camera, we can hear you better.
Thank
you. Can try.
Thank you, of course. Yeah.
Okay, let's see.
Okay.
Thank you.
University canteens are very comfortable to use because in between of your lessons, you don't always have time to search for a place to eat or to come back home. So university canteens, which are basically in your campus, are very comfortable for this reason. And also, if you're eligible for a scholarship, or in case your income, like even if you're not eligible for scholarship, but your income is still low, sometimes you can have a discount in the canteen. So it's a very useful service, and also just like a little thing, but actually it's very important because we pass whole days at university. That all campuses have water distributors, so you don't even need to buy water. You can bring your bottle and refill it freely without any problems. About some facilities, I wanted to highlight how the library system is helpful for students. I use it really a lot. You can study there, like using it as a study area, but also you can find basically almost all books your professors put in the course for studying. You can borrow it, like usually for 2 weeks, sometimes a little bit more. For example, if you don't want to buy old books, you can always go to the library, and also you can study the book if it cannot be borrowed. You can study it in the library without leaving the library. Another service, University of Bergamo has where you can study as well, like library. Like it's almost like a library, but in library you have to be very quiet. You cannot bring the studio. You can talk a little bit. Of course, you shall not talk a lot for respect for other students who study, but it's a little bit less restrictable. So if you have some group work, you can study together in a sale da studio. And the university has computer classrooms. It can be very comfy if you need to edit some documents, you don't have your notebook with you. And also in these computer classrooms, you can print and students also a yearly free allowance of printed pages. So you can print like till 150 pages, more or less. There is a need to check it for every year. They change the number, but you can print it freely. And also you can, when you finish them, you can print for payment, but it's very low comparing to other printing services which are not connected to University of Bergamo. And talking about study, I wanted to tell you about Language Center. You can take Italian courses. Even if you are studying in English, I highly recommend it because the language is beautiful. The courses are very interesting, and you can just take one level, A1, A2, just to enter fully the Italian culture. And they have courses for all levels, including the course, for example, I already knew Italian when I was here, but I still participated in a course of writing in Italian. It was very creative and interesting. And these courses, you can take 1 or 2 courses during your master's degree, and it's for free for university students. Talking about moving in Bergamo, there is some public transport discounts. You can always find the information on the site. If you need ATB, if you travel by bus, if you buy a monthly or like 6-month tickets. Also, I know I've never used it, but I know that a lot of use share it. I think it also has some discounts. In general, Bergamo is well connected because it's a medium-sized city, but the city still has a lot of things to do. But with buses, you can reach any place in Bergamo. And as I think someone mentioned already before, there is an airport very nearby. And I think it's very important for us who are coming from different countries. And I just wanted to share some services which contributed mostly for my growth as a person at University of Bergamo, because University of Bergamo gives its students the opportunity to work. For example, there is this 150 hours collaboration, which I think became 200 hours. There is an announcement every year. You can apply and just see if they call you, because they do a graduation. It depends on your marks, on your income. And you can earn some little money and with the work which is in line with student life, because it's from university, so they do understand that you have exams, that you cannot like you shall go to your lessons. So it's a nice way to also to see the university's services from the inside. And also there is some tutoring announcement. You can apply for the call to work to be a tutor for international students. Usually they publish it in summer. For example, if you start to be a student this year, next summer, you can check if there is some announcements and if the university is in search for some new international tutors. And yes, these roles are perfect for integrating for integrating into the university community and meeting new people, because I'm doing this tutoring, and I will tell you that I met a lot of students through this work, and it's an amazing experience. Thank you so much. Sorry again for technical problems.
No problem. Thank you so much, Anastasia, for the presentation and for all the useful information. If your connection can support us, I think that we can answer some questions from the student. I see some questions about the specific certification in English or in Italian. I don't think that you need a specific certification in Italian if you want to study in a course in English, but of course, Anastasia, feel free to confirm. And if you want, you can visit the website of the University of Bergamo, and you can take a look to all the information you have seen before with the presentation of Luisa for the English level that you need to obtain. And also, I see some other questions about the different courses and all the educational offer. Again, if you want to visit the website, you can see all the educational offer, both in Italian and in English. But I think that we can take some questions, for example, about the life in Bergamo. If it's difficult in terms of costs of living. I don't know if Xhulio or Anastasia would like to answer.
Yeah, I can answer some of the questions because there are
Thank you.
some
Yes.
questions that that I went through. I want to respond to first. I read the question that it was, wait. It was a question that was saying that I have a B1 certificate in Italian. Can I present that instead of the Italian, instead of the English certificate? So it depends of what program you are applying. So if you are applying in a program that requires English, it doesn't matter if you speak Italian. You have to present the certificate of English, and it should be in the level B2. Like the B2 level is needed for being accepted into University of Bergamo. And also, if you go on the webpage, you can see that it can be TOEFL or IELTS, or there are some other tests that you can that are needed to present. But if you have an Italian certificate, it is you can get accepted with the level that you have in an Italian degree program. So it depends on where you want to apply. Then you have to present the certificate. I also read another question. How is life in Bergamo? Is it difficult in terms of cost? Again, this is personal question, I would say, but as we mentioned before, there are a lot of facilities for students. For example, for students with low income, there is the dormitory that is provided in limited number of students, but still you can get a chance to go there. There also are discounts on the tickets for bus. There is one meal that is provided with the student card with a low cost. There is also the help you can get from international office. I know that getting apartment in Bergamo can be a little bit hard because there are a lot of requests from international students, but it's not impossible. So I think that life in general is nice. As you saw my presentation, you will get opportunity to know a lot of people and to attract a lot of opportunities to yourself. Also, as Anastasia mentions, university offers this collaboration between students. Then you can work as a, let's say, tutor with them and help them in different tasks. So also this one can be a nice opportunity to support your life there. I also read another question. If I had both Guatemalan and Italian nationality and live in Guatemala, does the same application process for foreign students apply to me? Right. If you have the Italian nationality, I think that you can apply as an Italian person still because you are an Italian citizen. So, but if you want to apply with your Guatemalan passport, you have to follow the process of the Guatemalan citizens. But be aware because Italian students and international students have different timetables for applying. So you have to always check them at the University of Bergamo page. Are they scholarship for students of a low-income family? As we mentioned, there are scholarships for students with a low-income family, but first you need to get accepted. And let's say you get the acceptance letter in May, usually when there is the month usually that you get the results. For international students, maybe for Italian students works differently. I'm speaking for myself. And in summer, I think you can see a notification in the website of university. It's open, the scholarship, and then you can read all the requirements and all the documents that you need. So these are the questions that I saw, and I can respond from my.
Thank you. Thank you so much. It was really helpful. And also I see that Anastasia is already sharing some answers even in the chat. Talking about the other information that you could receive from us and from the University of Bergamo, I would like to remind to all the students connected that in the next couple of days you will receive an email from WeUni that contains all the important information that we gave today to you. So basically, you can click on the CTA button that you see in the email, and you can visit the website of the University of Bergamo that contains, of course, all the educational offers, so all the courses that you can attend, but also the student services. You can also find a form that you can compile if you want to ask some specific questions based on your path, on your needs, or also on your nationality. And also you can watch this webinar, since this webinar is recorded, so we can send you the link on the YouTube channel, and you can watch the webinar and also see the information that previously Luisa gave you with the presentation. So don't worry, because we still you still have time to do your questions, even if the webinar will end at the end. I don't know if in the meantime Anastasia would like to reply to some of other questions, if you're still here with us, or if you have any trouble.
Yes, of course. I can see that a lot of people asking about always about certificates of English language.
Mm-hmm.
And on the site you can find it's the section International Students Pre-Evaluation Online. About my colleagues talked about it before. There in the section Checklist Admission Documents, you can find the list of all certificates which are accepted by the University of Bergamo and the level required. And also, I will tell you that if your medium of instruction was English, like the whole bachelor degree was in English, it is also accepted instead of certificate of English. But you will find it in this file. It's a PDF file. In this checklist, this information is present. Elsa, I was just reading different questions to understand which is.
Yeah, I was, for example, I saw a question about the a sort of a limit in the age that the student can have. I saw that a student have obtained a bachelor degree some years ago, and he or she is asking if you can attend to a course even if you have taken your degree some years ago. Do you know if there's an age limit?
Yes, of course. Everyone can apply, on the site which I was talking before, which is International Students Pre-Evaluation Online. You can find the information what is required from the student. There is no mention of age or how long ago the bachelor's degree was achieved. But you have to have a bachelor degree. You have to have English certificate if you're applying for English program, and all the list of documents. Then, if you do this pre-evaluation for the second call, which is now open, our staff checks documents, and we just check if you have all documents. And after this, if you're eligible by documents, The professors of the course you have chosen will check your bachelor's degree, and they check mostly if your bachelor degree is in line with the master degree you want to pursue, and then you receive the notification from the professors if they are ready to interview you or not. But it has nothing to do with how many years passed from bachelor degree.
Okay.
And I can see another question: what kind of English certificate? Another question. For this reason, I replied live on this question. Also about GP. No. 10 years is no. For scholarship, it's better to write directly to scholarship office for more information. But at this stage, you can just check the scholarship of the previous year. They have a call for scholarship, and they write down all required information from the students, like what income you have to have this amount of money. So it's all written down.
Thank you. And I would also like to tell you that there's a dedicated page on the website of the University of Bergamo that I'm sharing with you in the chat, that you can click on the link and you can take a look. If you want to see some more information, it contains also some information for the scholarship specific for the international students. So if you want, you could take a look and receive some more information. Also something about the I see so many questions about the English certificate. Also, I know that usually in the University of Bergamo there's the possibility also to attend to courses that can help you to improve your Italian level also. So if you want, and if you have, once you have done the transfer to Italy, if you want to take a look and to attend to a course in Italian, you can do it. And also I see so many questions about the possibility to do a part-time job during the university. I don't know if maybe who you would like to answer.
Yeah, because I did in the summer a part-time job in a bar, which is not related to my studies, but it was nice to earn some money to travel around or to pay my rent. So yes, you can do a part-time job while studying, because the lessons are not mandatory. You can choose to attend the lessons or choose to do the exam in the end or skip. It depends on your personal goals or what GPA you want to maintain, or depends on the person. But professors are really understanding, and they do not have a problem with you not attending the class, and you can choose to work. The maybe a small problem that can be, it's that Bergamo is a little bit small city, and there are not a lot of opportunities in terms of work in English. So you have to maybe go to the Italian class and learn the basics of Italian or understand a little bit of Italian, and then it's easier to find a part-time job while studying. And I also saw another question about, can someone who works remote in an English company prevent taking an English test? This is not possible. You have to present the test, because it doesn't make sense that I work in an English company, but then I don't have to present a document. It's like mandatory to present a document. And I saw also another question that was from, I am from Philippines and will be graduating from bachelor's in a few months. My university is as well known as an American university, but I don't have an English certificate. I think that there is a section in the application forms that if you have took a degree held in English, then you got your diploma in English and your credits in English and everything in English, I think that won't be a problem. But if university is, let's say, is American, but everything you got is in the Philippine language, that I think would be a problem, and you have to provide translation of your documents and also the certificate of your language. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for the help. I just shared also in the chat the possibility to request the certificate of attendance for this specific webinar. If you want, you can click on the link and compile the form. So I think that we have generally answered to all the questions that we have based on the different topics that we had today. So I would like to thank Xhulio and Anastasia for the kindness and availability today with us. You gave to the students so many information and so many things to think about if they want to transfer to Italy. So thank you so much. And also thanks to the student connected so far. I hope to see you again in the next webinar. And of course, I wish you a really wonderful rest of the day. Thank you so much. You will receive all the information that you need. So if you have any other questions that maybe pop up in your mind even later, don't worry, because you can ask all the questions you want even in the next few days. Thank you so much.